Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Adventures in Alpinism. Here I am in Darrington, Washington, at the beginning of the trail to Whitehorse Mountain. I just recently read a trip report from about 4 days ago saying that the snow bridge to the summit was still intact, but in its final week of existence. So I kind of had to drop everything and just make a trip out here. Hopefully the snow bridge is still intact when I get up there. Should be a very fun trip. I love this mountain. I have a long history with it. I've attempted it a handful of times in the winter, so it'll be really interesting to be up here in late spring, early summer. I'm gonna give it a shot. Here we go. I'm up here at about 2,400 feet. Here's the first glimpse that I have of the summit and the snow bridge leading up to it. Everything's looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna keep heading up to Lone Tree Pass. I finally made it out of all that thick brush. It kept getting thicker and thicker. Closer to Lone Tree Pass. A little bit of intermittent snow. Over here, you can see Lone Tree Pass. Still quite a ways away. So I'm gonna relax for a minute and then make the push up the pass. Here's the view from the top of Lone Tree Pass. I'm up here on the south end of the ridge, looking around for a place to camp. Things are very different up here without 10 plus feet of snow. There's not much flat ground up here. Water is pretty scarce, except for these little isolated snow fields. I split off the main trail, followed some game trails, and found an area that shows a lot of sign of deer activity and lots of big deer too. But good luck packing one out of here. Anyway, so following these game trails it led me to this little spot right here. It's a little tucked away, kind of crowded with brush, but as you can see, it's pretty flat, about as flat as it can be up here, just big enough for a tent. My water source is right there. So I think I'm gonna set up here and call it home for the next couple days. And nice and cozy in here. All right, now it's time to stock up on water. Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful day up here on the ridge. I woke up early this morning to the sound of a large cat that did not sound very happy, so that was pretty cool. I've never seen one, but I would love to. Anyway, it's time to start my morning routine. Retrieve my food and toiletries from my bear bag, which I have hung up here. This is a nice little flat spot, a few hundred yards away from my tent. So I've been cooking and eating here and hanging out. All right, breakfast is served. Instant coffee and a chocolate chip granola bar. I'm ready to go. Time to head to High Pass and then the Whitehorse Glacier, followed by the summit of Whitehorse. Here we go. I just finished the traverse from the ridge to the beginning of High Pass. So there's the start of High Pass right there. I'm gonna throw on my crampons, lather on some sunblock, and start the trip up High Pass, up to the Whitehorse Glacier. One, two, three, four. quick look from the top of High Pass. At just under 6,000 feet. I've made it to the glacier. I just advise anyone to stick to the right going up High Pass. I'm up here just below the summit block. So there is the snow bridge leading up to the summit block. It looks pretty sketchy. I've been looking at this over to the right of that snow bridge, but it looks like a series of ledges. There's like a little keyhole up there, which I'm really hoping leads to a gully that would just take me straight to the summit. So close. All right, I'm super exhausted, and I need to eat some food and rehydrate and just think about what I'm doing. The stuff that I just climbed up is like really shitty rock. And it's definitely gonna suck down climbing that. So I need to just rest for a minute and just come up with a game plan here. Okay, so I decided to hang out on this ledge here for a minute, eat some food, kind of rest a little bit. It's looking doable. It's just I'm at the point physically where I'm just like I'm extremely shaky and just totally tuckered out. Like, this mountain is insanely demanding. Right now I'm just totally dehydrated and very hungry. So yeah, I'll hang out here for like maybe 20 minutes or so. All right, I'm feeling a lot better now that I've rested and eaten some food, drank some water. All right, so I climbed up a little bit further than this point. All the rock is either rounded off with no handholds, or anything that does look like a handhold is super unstable, and there's like big slabs that are on the verge of pulling off. So, yeah, it's just a little bit too sketchy for my liking. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna down climb from here, and then I'm gonna walk up the ramp that leads up to the summit block and check out the snow bridges up there, get a closer look at them, and see if there's any other possible route that I'm just missing from this angle. I'm up here on the snow ramp that leads up to the summit. And this is what's left of the snow bridge. It's barely hanging on there. And it's just a little bit too sketchy for me to justify. Because if you happen to punch through, then down you go. So the consequences are a bit too high. This is as far as I'm gonna make it. Just shy of the summit by 200 feet or so. I hate to have come this far and turn back, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, and you got to be okay with it, you know. Now I know a bit more about the mountain, and I think next time I'm gonna do this, it'll be probably early spring next year. It is time to head back to camp, which is way over there, but luckily there's some places to fill up on water along the way. While descending the mountain, I noticed this rocky outcrop over here that has a couple flowing pools of crystal clear glacial water. It was slightly out of the way, kind of the opposite direction of where I'm headed, which is over there. But anyway, I could not resist the call. I am incredibly thirsty. Anyway, I'm gonna just enjoy this water. I worked pretty damn hard for it. That is delicious. It definitely beats the rotten snowpack that I've been drinking out of at camp. You know, I would say this is worth the trip just for this right here. back at camp. I am thoroughly exhausted. It's been a long day. I'm gonna try to regain some of the many calories that I burned today. And I happen to bring back some of that delicious glacier water. So I'm gonna savor that and eat some snacks. And then probably not too long after that, I'm gonna make some dinner. Tonight it's gonna be Backpacker's Pantry fettuccine alfredo with chicken. Hey everybody, it's another perfect morning on the ridge here. I've already had my coffee and my breakfast, and I've broken down camp. And I just want to remind everyone, if you're doing any camping, especially any kind of like backcountry camping, just remember to leave no trace. It's important to keep these places pristine. Time to head back down to the trailhead. Back at the trailhead. This has been another episode of Adventures in Alpinism. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.